Hello, everyone. Today, I will be recapping a movie called Don Jon. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. The movie opens with John Martello watching adult videos and talking about how he is more satisfied with that, even though he indulges in casual sex very often. According to him, there are only a few things he cares about in life, which include his body, car, family, church, friends, girls he sleeps with, and adult videos. His daily life consists of working out, driving his car around, going to church with his family, and indulging in casual sex. This is why his friends call him Don Jon. One day, he goes to a nightclub with his two best friends and comments on different girls, rating them based on their bodies. John encounters one of his previous hookups, who confronts him about why he didn't call her back. However, John is unfazed by her accusation and tells her that she is a grown woman and shouldn't expect him to call her back. Afterward, John rejoins his friends and notices a girl who instantly grabs his attention. He approaches her at the bar, and after a casual introduction, he takes her to the dance floor, where they dance together and share a kiss. John wants to take things further, but she declines his advances and leaves. John is disappointed, but returns to the club and takes another girl home with him. After she falls asleep, he sneaks away from the bed and goes to watch his adult videos again, realizing that real-life experiences are not as satisfying as what is shown in those videos. The next morning, he follows his usual routine, going to church and confessing his weekly sins. He then goes home with his family, where his father is watching a baseball game and wants John to join him. But John refuses to pay attention. His mother, on the other hand, wants him to find a girl to marry. The following day, his friends visit him, and he tells them that he wants to find the girl he met at the nightclub, but doesn't have any information about her. His friend suggests that he ask around for her name, so John returns to the same club and discovers that her name is Barbara Sugarman. With his friend's help, he finds her on Facebook. While browsing her profile, his friends suggest that it won't be easy for him to win her over, as she seems interested in a long-term relationship, possibly requiring him to ask her out for dinner or coffee. John decides to leave her a message, and to his surprise, he receives a reply from her. They later go out to lunch, where Barbara asks John how he found her, as she remembers not telling him her name. When John tries to say that she was drunk and revealed her name, Barbara warns him not to lie to her. John confesses that he asked around for her and tells her that she is the most beautiful woman he has ever seen. Barbara rejects his advances and suggests they go to the movies together. John isn't interested in the movie, as he believes it's the same story every time, but he agrees to watch it with her. After the movie, they come out of the theater, and John kisses Barbara, but she stops him from going any further. The next few days follow a similar routine for John, except he stops sleeping with other girls. After another date with Barbara, he drops her off at her home and kisses her, but she refuses to let him in, stating that she wants them to meet each other's friends and family first. Despite John's insistence, she denies him access, explaining that she can't be intimate with him until she knows their relationship holds special meaning. On their one-month anniversary, they go out for dinner with their friends. John's friends are surprised by his affection toward Barbara. They later go to the club, where John remains loyal to Barbara and refrains from looking at other girls. During his weekly dinner with his family, he tells them about Barbara, and while his mother is delighted to hear the news, his father argues with him. John's mother defends his opinion, emphasizing that he should respect his own feelings since he loves Barbara. John finally confesses that he is in love with her. Later that night, while attending a community class, John receives a call from Barbara expressing her pride in him and asking if she can come to his place later. After ending the call, he notices a girl crying at the entrance, but chooses to ignore her and enters his class. Upon returning home, Barbara is already waiting for him, and they have sex for the first time. However, John still sneaks out afterward to watch videos, as he realizes that even though he is in love with Barbara, he cannot experience the hardcore scenes depicted in the videos with her. Suddenly, Barbara emerges from the room and catches him watching adult videos. John quickly comes up with an excuse, claiming that his friends sent the clip as a joke and that he isn't the type of person to watch adult videos. Barbara is initially shocked but chooses to believe him. She makes him promise that he will never watch them again under any circumstances. The next morning, John tries to resist the temptation to watch adult videos. But he eventually gives in, thinking that if Barbara doesn't like him watching them, she doesn't have to know about it. In the following days, he starts watching them while driving his car. One day, while watching videos, he is approached by a woman named Esther. She questions him about it, but John quickly denies it and asks why she came to see him. Esther explains that she wanted to apologize for catching him in an inappropriate moment the previous week. John seems unaware of what she is referring to, so Esther reminds him that she was the one crying by the door. John doesn't provide a proper response to her apology and brushes off her attempts to tease him about watching adult videos. John takes the next step in his relationship with Barbara by introducing her to his parents. His parents are immediately smitten with her, with his mother appreciating her manners, his father captivated by her beauty. However, John's sister remains silent as usual. On Sunday, they attend church together, and Barbara even joins him at his gym. During one of his classes, he encounters Esther again. To his surprise, she gives him an erotic videotape, claiming that it is far better than the clips he usually watches. John confesses to his friends that he is in love with Barbara because she is good for him. On a shopping trip with Barbara, she is shocked to discover that John cleans his own place. She insists that he should not talk about cleaning in front of her and that she will send her cleaning lady to his home. Barbara explains that when they move in together in the future, she doesn't want him to be responsible for cleaning. John finds her behavior annoying but doesn't say much about it. When he attends his next class, Esther asks him to share his notes, but he becomes annoyed when she repeatedly questions him about who chose this class for him. Irritated, he abruptly leaves and returns home, where Barbara is waiting for him. He is taken aback to find her crying, and when he asks her about it, she reveals that she found his history of watching adult videos. John tries to deny it, but Barbara reminds him that she warned him not to lie at the beginning of their relationship. John attempts to apologize, but Barbara is furious and refuses to listen. This, in turn, angers John, who argues that watching adult videos is not a big deal because everyone does it. He suggests that they can be intimate whenever she wants, and claims that she also enjoys watching those movies, which he finds nonsensical. Barbara is shocked by his argument, and John tries to regain control of the situation by admitting that he doesn't know what's wrong with him and that he can't stop watching the videos. However, Barbara no longer wants to hear his explanations and breaks up with him. After the breakup, John attempts to return to his old life, resumes his gym routine, and watches adult videos freely, but he struggles to find satisfaction. His friend visits him, and John confides in him about Barbara catching him watching videos and ending their relationship. After listening to his story, the friend advises him to forget about Barbara and encourages him to return to the community college. When John goes back to college, he runs into Esther again, and after class, they end up having sex in her car in the parking lot. Upon learning about John's breakup with Barbara, Esther asks him why he enjoys adult videos so much. John explains that he wants to lose himself in intimacy, but hasn't found a partner with whom he can do so. Esther suggests that he try self-stimulation without watching videos, but he struggles to do it. In the following days, they continue to engage in casual sex. One day, when John goes to Esther's house, she suggests they take a bath together. However, instead of joining him, she starts crying. John finds her sitting in the living room smoking a cigar. They have a conversation, during which Esther reveals that her husband and son died in a car crash 14 months ago. This emotional revelation deepens their connection, and John experiences genuinely satisfying sex for the first time in his life. After establishing this new connection with Esther, John informs his family about his breakup with Barbara. While his parents are upset by the news, his sister, Monica, bluntly expresses her relief, stating that Barbara's demands indicated a desire for control in the relationship. Later, John meets with Barbara to apologize for lying to her, even though she continues to accuse him of lying and insists that he is incapable of a real relationship. They discuss their respective expectations, with John boldly expressing that Barbara's demands are unattainable. Barbara becomes angry and leaves, instructing him not to contact her again. Despite the age difference between John and Esther, they continue to have a satisfying sexual relationship because neither of them is interested in a long-term commitment or marriage. They enjoy dating each other, and John is pleased that they both seem to lose themselves in their intimacy. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I always love hearing from my viewers, so feel free to leave a comment below with your thoughts on the video or any suggestions for future content. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.